A very good morning, children. How are you? I know that you will not give the answer to me. Children, we are dealing the lesson Human and Colorful World. The last part you have learned near point, far point, power of accommodation. These all things you have covered in the last part of this lesson. Today we are going to continue with the next part of our lesson, and this is the last part of our lesson also. Everyone be attentive and listen carefully and complete the assignments. Whoever first part is not completed, please try to complete that part and this part together and send the pictures to me. So children, let us understand what is vision. The ability to see is called vision, and we can call it as an eyesight also. Okay, sometimes a person cannot focus the image of an object on the retina properly, because already we have discussed the conditions in the first part where retina acts like a screen. Okay, in such cases, the vision of a person becomes blurred and he cannot see the object nearby or distant objects clearly. So the person is said to have a defect of vision. The defects of vision are also known as the defects of eye. Okay, and one more point also you have to remember, as the eye may gradually lose its ability for accommodation. In such conditions, the person cannot see an object clearly and comfortably. Then the vision becomes blurred due to accommodation defects of the eye lens. In the last part, we have learned what is the power of accommodation and all. So you have to remember those all points for this explanation. So we'll continue the next part of our lesson. Children, coming to the defects of vision, we have three types of defects of vision, or we can call it as the defects of eye also, like myopia, short-sightedness, or nearsightedness, hypermetropia, long-sightedness, or far-sightedness, presbyopia, we can call it as the old sight also, children. These are the refractive defects of vision because they are caused by the incorrect refraction of light rays by the eye lens. These defects of the vision may be corrected by using suitable spherical lenses, either a concave or a convex. So these lenses are usually used in the form of eyeglasses or spectacles. Okay. So we'll continue how these defects are formed and how to correct the vision. Okay, one by one. So coming to myopia, just listen children. Some people cannot see objects at long distances but can see nearby objects clearly. This type of defect in vision is called myopia. So a short-sighted person means that the short sight of the person to see the near objects is normal, but his long sight to see the distant objects is defective. So let us discuss one example here. For example, a child having the defect called myopia or short-sightedness and sitting on the back bench in the classroom cannot read the writing on the blackboard clearly, though the child can read his book comfortably. I hope you have understood this. And listen, one more example also. A myopic person has no problems in reading and writing, but he has a problem in driving, etc. That means he cannot see distinctly the objects lying beyond a particular distance. That means, now coming to the slide, myopia is the defect of a vision due to which a person cannot see the distant objects clearly, though he can see the near objects clearly. Here you have to remember that the far point of a eye suffering from myopia is less than infinity. Due to this, the far point of a myopic eye has been shifted from infinity to some other distance from the eye. That means a person can see clearly up to a certain distance or few meters from the eye. Beyond that, he cannot see. Okay. So the maximum focal length is less than 2.5 cm for the myopic eye. Already we have covered in the last part that the maximum focal length of a normal human eye is 2.5. So children, I hope you have understood up to here what I have told. So coming to the causes, one is due to high converging power of the eye lens or because of a short focal length. Next condition is due to eyeball being too long. That means the distance between the eye lens and the retina is increased. So remember here and listen carefully here. If a person who is suffering from myopia, that person, his ciliary muscles attached to the eye lens do not relax sufficiently to make the eye lens thinner to reduce its converging power. Okay, so due to its greater converging power of the eye lens in the myopic eye, the image of a distant object is formed in front of a retina. Okay, hence the eye cannot see it clearly. Okay, in other case already I have discussed what is the other cause. The eyeball is being too long, due to which the retina is at a larger distance from the eye lens. In this condition also, the formation of image of a distant object occurs in front of the retina. Already we have discussed the far point of a myopic eye is less than infinity. So for the this picture is that. Already I have discussed that myopic eye, his far point is shifted from infinity to some other point. So this person's far point is here. Already I told that a few meters from the eye. Actual far point of a normal human eye is at infinity. Already this point I have discussed. This is in a picture representation. And one more point you have to remember that. So to correct myopia, we have to use a concave lens. Okay, and listen this, when a concave lens of suitable power is placed in front of a myopic eye, what happens here? The parallel rays of a light coming from the distant object are at first diverged by the concave lens. Due to this, the concave lens forms a virtual image of a distant object at the far point of this myopic eye. Okay, then the rays of a light now appear to be coming from the eye's far point. They can easily focus by the eye lens to form an image on the retina. Okay, now you understood, I hope so. So you have to remember here that myopia is corrected by using spectacles containing concave lens. Concave lens used for correcting myopia should be of such a focal length that it produces a virtual image of a distant object lying at infinity at the far point of the myopic eye. In the diagram representation also I have shown. Okay, this image acts like an object for the eye lens and the final image is formed on the retina. Okay, I hope you have understood these points. So to find the focal length by a concave lens, you have to remember these points. What is that? U is the object distance which is at infinity and V is the image distance equal to distance of a far point of the myopic person and F is the focal length of a concave lens. We know the length formula 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So on calculation we'll get F is equal to minus D. Here F indicates a negative showing that the focal length of a concave lens. Children, listen carefully. A long-sighted person means a long sight of a person to see distant objects is normal, but is a short sight to see near objects is defective. So let us discuss few examples. A person having the defect hypermetropia cannot read a book clearly and comfortably, though he can read the number of a distant bus clearly. And one more example I'll tell. A long-sighted person has no problem in driving a car, but he has a problem in reading and writing. That means he cannot see distinctly the objects lying closer to a certain distance. And you have to remember here the near point of hypermetrophic eye is more than 25 centimeter. That means near point of hypermetrophic eye person are shifted away from the eye. It will be no longer at 25 centimeter, which is the least distance of distant vision for a normal eye. And we know that the minimum focal length for the normal human eye is 2.27. So the minimum focal length for the hypermetropic eye is greater than 2.27 centimeter. So coming to the causes, due to low converging power of the eye lens because of its large focal length or due to eyeball being short. That means the distance between the lens to the retina is decreased. Actually, it should be of 2.5 centimeter. Children, listen carefully here about the diagram representation. The ciliary muscles attached to the eye lens becomes weak and cannot make the eye lens thicker to increase its converging power. So due to the low converging power of the eye lens in an eye suffering from hypermetropia, the image of a nearby object is formed behind the retina. Hence, the eye cannot see it clearly. In other case also, being the eyeball too short, due to which the distance between the retina and the eye lens is less than 2.5. So in this case also, we can see the image is formed behind the retina. So the person cannot see the image clearly. And one more condition you have to remember that the near point of hypermetrophic eye is more than 25 centimeters. That is the second picture. When you go to the third picture, what happens here? Here to correct the hypermetropia, we have to use the spectacles of suitable power, and that should be placed in front of a lens, that is a convex lens, to converge. So what happened here? When you place the convex lens of suitable power in front of a hypermetrophic eye, the diverging rays of a light coming from the nearby object at 25 centimeter are first converged by these lens. Due to this, the convex lens forms a virtual image, okay, of the nearby object which is lying at a normal point, normal near point at the near point of the hypermetrophic eye. Since the rays of light now appear to be coming from this eye's near point, they can be easily focused on the eye lens to form an image on the retina. So I hope you have understood this condition, children. So you have to remember here, hypermetropia is corrected using spectacles containing convex lens. The convex lens used for correcting should be of focal length such that it forms a virtual image of the object placed at the normal near point. That means at the near point of the hypermetrophic eye. So this image acts like an object for the eye lens, hence the final image due to the eye is formed on the retina. So what all I explained diagrammatically, that is written here. Once again you see and observe carefully. So to find the focal length by convex lens in the hypermetropia, u is minus 25 centimeters. That is nothing but your object distance. Image distance is distance of the near point, that is minus d. You have to assume using the lens formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. If you substitute all that, you calculate and get f is equal to 25d by d minus 25. And here you have to remember d should be greater than 25. And here you have to remember that this f always should be in centimeter only. And f is here positive. So we have to use convex lens to correct our hypermetrophic defect. So coming to the presbyopia, you have to remember presbyopia is the defect due to which an old person cannot see the near object clearly due to loss of power of accommodation of the eye. The near point of old person having presbyopia becomes much more than 25 centimeter away. This happens due to the gradual weakening of the ciliary muscles and diminishing flexibility of eye lens. A person may suffer both myopia as well as the hypermetropia with aging. To correct the defect of the vision, we need to use a bifocal lens which are formed using both convex and concave lenses. Here to correct this defect of vision plus myopia, we need to go with bifocal lenses which are formed using both concave and convex lens. Its upper portion consists of a concave lens and the lower portion consists of a convex lens. Upper part consists of a concave lens to correct myopia, and that is used for distant vision, and the lower part consists of a convex lens to correct hypermetropia, that is used for reading purpose. And nowadays, to correct the refractive defects of the eye such as hypermetropia and myopia, by using contact lenses also, or by undergoing surgical procedures also, there is no need of wearing spectacles. So one more defect of eye which usually comes in the old age is the cataract. This is a medical condition in which a lens of an eye of a person progressively becomes cloudy, which results in the blurred vision, that is called cataract. Cataract develops when the eye lens of a person becomes cloudy or even opaque due to the formation of a membrane over it. Cataract decreases the vision of eye gradually. It can even lead to the total loss of a vision of the eye. The vision of a person can be restored after getting surgery done by the eye having cataract. And one more thing also you have to remember, our eyes can live even after our death. So you have to remember this point. By donating our eyes after we die, one pair of our eyes can give vision to two corneal blind people. Eye donors may belong to any sex or any group of age. People suffering from diabetes, hypertension, asthma, or any other non-communicable diseases can donate eyes. People who have been using spectacles or those operated for cataract can also donate eyes. Okay, if you want to donate, you have to go and contact nearby eye bank children. So every year, when in regular class, I will tell the situation what I have experienced. My second son, who is no more now, we donated his eyes after his death because he is dead due to his congenital heart disease. We have donated two cornea for the young children only. Somewhere in Vizag, they are surviving. So with this, I am going to conclude today's class.